Hello to everyone. Please subscribe, share, comment, and like. I'm going to make full size tandoor in USA. I'm saying in USA because some of the stuff is very hard to get, like mud. I couldn't get any mud, so I have to buy this mud online. This is a full size tandoor and also grill. I made this little thing to put the grate on it. So if I want to do ribs or something like that. Okay, let's start how I make it. First, I cut the drum on the top, the container, and install these rollers. And also I install bricks on the bottom. These are refractory bricks, the high heat ones. And then I put standing tiles, also refractory, like this. And obviously I cut the little small hole on the bottom and then fill up with the perlite and mud on the back. In the mud I put a lot of wool, just cut out old sweater and put that wool in a mud and mix it up. This is the part I was using actually. I'm gonna use again, but I'm gonna modify a little bit. First, you can see now I fill up all the mud inside where I put the tiles. Those are high heat tiles. And now this is the part from Home Depot. This pot cost me $50. This is a 22.5 inch wide. And I'm gonna cut this. I already cut before, but now I'm gonna cut on a 16-inch tall. The smaller side, the bottom side. I'm gonna cut on a 16-inch. To cut this one, I use this disc. The disc is very quick. You can see how quick this is. Okay, once I cut that, make sure to wear your mask. Now everybody got a mask because of the COVID. This is 14-inch and a little bit more, 14.2 inches wide. I cut this much because I want some time to make a pizza, so the pizza stone can get in, or maybe just make a rotiyan on tawa, on the stone tawa. You can see this is 14-inch wide, a little bit less than 14 actually. So main thing is it can go in. Now I'm gonna put my pot inside, but the pot is a little bit wider than the container, than the drum. So okay, don't worry about this metal thing, I'm gonna take it off. So I have to grind it. You can see I grind it with the same disc. It took me like 3 minutes to grind all around. Now you can see it is 22-inch wide, and the drum is 22.5 inches, but it's not 22.5 because of those little curves in the drum. It is 19.2 plus 3 inches wide, my inchy tape thing. It is almost 22.25 inches wide. The thing is now the pot can go in easily. So the pot is in, and I'm gonna cut the drum. You can see how tall it is now. So I'm gonna cut it maybe couple of inches, just trying to be in a level. So I already cut this. You can see more or less is in level. It doesn't have to be perfect. I cut the couple of inches away. Now I bought this perlite. Usually people use them in a potting mix, but this is a very good insulator, so heat can trapped in the pot, doesn't go away. I fill it up 2.5 bags of perlite and push it down a little bit and put some stones. Those are free stone, I didn't bought them. And once the stones are in, you can see not too many stones, but just to cover up, so that way my mud can stay solid in one place. So I fill up with the mud. I did buy this mud, cost me $50, and also seal the bottom portion of the pot. This pot is really wide. I use this little metal piece to smooth it out, and I'm gonna still let it dry for at least a week, and keep putting little bit more mud every time. It does have cracks when it's dry up, so I'm gonna keep putting some more mud to make it smooth. And now I'm gonna build this 1 inch wide metal. I'm using a MIG welder. I never welded before. It took me like couple of minutes to learn how to weld. This machine is very easy to use. If you don't want to use any welding machine, you can buy somewhere those grates that are smaller, they can fit inside. So I use this magnetic little tool to keep everything straight 90-degree and weld it. Also weld these little holder things on the top like this, and this will go inside the tandoor where I gonna put coal or maybe lava rocks like this. Now I'm gonna cut some old grates I have. I'm not using them anymore, so I'm gonna cut them. This one, anyway, yeah, I think it cost me like $10 long ago. So I'm gonna cut it, make it smaller, weld it again, and then put inside like this. I cut them. Now I'm gonna weld it just to make sure that is fitting exactly where I want it to be, and then I weld it on some places. I'm doing this tandoor to use a lot, so trying to make it solid. This is the lava rocks, volcanic rocks, also bought from HD. It cost me around $5 and some change. And this is not the whole bag, this is probably 1/3 of the bag. And I'm gonna use this burner on the bottom, so it can be used like a propane gas or the coal, whatever I want. It is 27-inch tall, and from the tiles it is 15-inch tall. The whole thing inside is 24 inches tall. Now I'm gonna make the grilling part on the top the same way I make the bottom one to fill up the lava rocks. Okay, I'm using this MIG 130. It cost me $129 or $139. The key over here is this little wire has to be a half inch out of that thing to weld it really well. It is very easy. You can see the wire feeding. The wire is there and feed through that little trigger thing, and that's it basically. You put the earth on one side and weld it. This is just a little show up. As I said, I never welded before. This is my second time I am doing another project where I am welding a table for my discada for big tawa, and it comes with the machine comes with a whole bunch of little accessories like this hammer and clean up thing, the brush on the back. But this is, I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just gonna grind it so that way my grate on the top stay in one place, doesn't move around. You can see like this, and then I cut 2 inches of the metal from there, and then gonna bend them like this, just L shape. This one I'm gonna bend a little bit to the side, like not straight 90-degree, probably be a 80-degree, just like this. And I also bend where I bend them. Now I'm gonna make a grate. Well, I already have that, but I have to cut it. This is I think 18 inches, but then I'm gonna cut from there and make it smaller to the side, but I probably have to cut a little bit extra here and there. I'm using these skinny blades, this blade. Those comes in 5 packs and around also like $5-6. Once I cut it, I try to check if it fits. It didn't fit. It's still too big. Then I cut in between those 2 wires and then make it smaller and then re-weld one of the wire, that straight one, but it's still moving. It's not stable. Why not stable? Because there is no wire over there. So what gonna do, I'm gonna weld a little pieces of those wires, like I just cut them. It doesn't have to be straight or anything. I'm gonna just weld like this, and the other one didn't fit straight, so I'm gonna weld it just a little bit to the side, like a crossing one, like this. I weld them. Now you can see it doesn't shake around. So this is the way I make my tandoor and tandoor grill. This is the solid tandoor, probably last me for years. Can use with the coal or gas. So if anybody have any question, I am happy to tell you guys how I did, what you need to do. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I will be putting some lot of video of this tandoor. Thanks again.